Welcome to Drop It Like It's Scott, your home for gun range, gun reviews, encouraging thoughts, and today I want to talk to you about my opinion, the 4 most common mistakes of a concealed carrier. The 4. There's a lot more that you could have for common mistakes for concealed carriers, but these are my 4, and we're going to go right now. Okay, so the first one is whether or not you carry it around in the chamber. I always carry around in the chamber because that split second of reaching in, drawing, engaging your target, if God forbid you were to have to engage a target and having to chamber around and then pull, that split second could mean life or death. Always carry around in the chamber. And another thing too is if for some reason your support hand is not accessible, actually having to chamber around with one hand is very difficult. It can be done, chamber it on the side of your belt and have that ready to go. However, again, that's taking that little bit of time. Carry it in the chamber. Glad I didn't park over there. A tree branch just fell down. Number 2 for common mistakes for concealed carriers. Why would you only carry one magazine? Personally, I carry multiple magazines. I always have an additional magazine inside the holster. So if I have to draw, I pull out, drop the mag, reach into my holster, grab my second mag, put it in there, and I'm ready to go. Multiple mags. That's another common mistake for concealed carriers, is not having that additional magazine. I know that there is a law enforcement officer who has had to have multiple magazines.
Sergeant Timothy Grammons started carrying 145 rounds of ammunition on patrol. On August 25, 2008, Officer Grammons was taking a quick break from patrol to buy a Star Wars game for his son when an emergency bolo popped right out of his radio for a bank robber. Witnesses stated that the bank robber was a black male, average build, driving a white Pontiac, and gave out a partial plate number. Unknown to anyone at that time, the suspect was a 37-year-old gangster disciple who vowed to kill any police officer who stopped him. Well, guess who stopped him? The suspect pulled into a residential neighborhood, slammed on his brakes, and jumped out of the car. The suspect bailed out and began running towards Officer Grammons' car while simultaneously firing a 9mm Smith & Wesson Model 5906. The suspect cranked off 4 rounds into the patrol car before Grammons could even draw out his own .45 Glock and return fire. Within a few seconds, while still seated, he put 13 rounds through 3 holes in his own windshield. Grammons stated that he was confident some of the rounds were meeting their target, but the guy just was not going down. The suspect and Grammons completely emptied their weapons at about the same time. The suspect realizes he's empty and returns to his car for another gun. Grammons jumped out of his car as he saw the suspect walking back to his own vehicle. While doing a running reload, Grammons runs up to the suspect's passenger side as the suspect was walking towards the patrol car with a new gun in his hand, a .380 Bersa he grabbed out of the car. The suspect didn't see Grammons to his left by the passenger side of the suspect's car, so Grammons charged him, unloading his Glock with one hand. This means that Grammons only had one magazine left. The guy was still standing somehow, so Grammons ran to his patrol car to take cover. Grammons, now back at his patrol car, prone out in the grass beside it while the suspect was shooting over the top of the car. When the suspect peeked under the car to see where Grammons was located, Grammons squeezed off a controlled burst of 3 rounds, striking the suspect 3 times in the head. The gunfight lasted only 56 seconds. Grammons ended the gunfight with only 4 rounds left in his last magazine. He now carries a 9mm Glock with 18 rounds in it, 3 mags, 17 rounds apiece, and 2 33-round Glock magazines in his vest. In total, he carries around 145 rounds of 9mm on his person.
Carry multiple magazines. Number 3, a lot of concealed carriers think, oh great, I can carry my gun now. I have it on me, I have it with me, and I am good.
How about no?
Wait a minute. There's one thing that you also should do. Training. 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 Training, 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 training. Train with your firearm. There's a reason why I go out to the range on the regular. It's because I want to be able to know that I can trust my weapon. If for some reason it malfunctions, I know how to clear it and keep going. So train with your weapon. Train with the weapon that you carry. Train with other weapons that you don't carry on a regular basis. If you have multiple weapons, you need to know how each one of those works. So train, train, train. That is another common mistake of concealed carriers. They don't train enough. So Get out to the range. I know ammo's nuts price right now, but get out to the range and train and do what you got to do to be able to protect yourself and your loved ones. Number 4 common mistake for concealed carriers is the fact that they don't have the best quality holster. It is imperative that you have a great holster. Carrying your weapon in a quality holster. Here is a company that you can get one of the greatest holsters I have been able to have, Cross-Built Armory. Go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can get $5 off your holster. Go check them out. These holsters are fantastic. I have the holster for my Canik TP9 Elite Subcompact, and it is fantastic. One of the best holsters you could ever have, and it's so comfortable. It fits, it contours to your curvature. I said that before, curvature. It contours to your body. It contour. Yes, it wraps around you perfectly. Let me show it to you. Get yourself a quality holster. That's the 4th, in my opinion, the 4th common mistake for concealed carriers. So let's go over this again. Number 1, always carry around in the chamber. Number 2, carry multiple magazines. Number 3, training. Number 4, get yourself a quality holster. Hey, thanks for watching. Drop it like it's Scott. Let me leave you with a word of encouragement for today. All right, here's your word of encouragement for today. It comes out of Romans 12, 9 through 10 out of the Message Bible. Love from the center of who you are. Don't fake it. Run for dear life from evil. Hold on for dear life to good. Be good friends who love deeply. Practice playing second fiddle. There you go. There's your word of encouragement for today. Hey, thanks for watching. Drop it like it's Scott. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the journey. Until next time. One Nation Coffee. Go to onenationcoffee.com. When you support One Nation Coffee, One Nation Coffee supports Drop It Like It's Scott. Discount code DROP IT, 10% off your purchase.